How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Creative Process. As you know, my name is Jaden, and right next to me I have the honour of talking to Red. How are we doing today?
Good.
Very good. That's great to hear. And I want to say, first of all, a huge thank you just for taking the time out of your day. We just summed up honestly an amazing photo shoot that I'm honestly so keen to get back home and start looking through them and editing them. I'm just so over the moon about them. So thank you for that, and also thank you for taking the time out of your schedule to come and talk to me on the channel.
No, thank you. Thank you for organising this.
Oh, that's okay. And so for everyone watching at home, when it comes to the creative arts, I guess what is your main thing that you like to do when it comes to the arts?
Oh, that's really hard.
Yeah.
My main thing is the modelling.
Yeah.
Definitely the modelling, but there's also the dance aspect.
Amazing.
Not professionally.
So you like kind of like a hobby on the side
Yeah.
and all that. So how long ago did you begin, I guess talking about the modelling, how long ago did you start modelling?
So I think it would have been 4 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I think I started when I was 19.
Yeah. And what was the inspiration behind that? Like, why did you decide to get into modelling?
So the inspiration came from becoming a stripper, then wanting to advertise myself. So
Yeah.
then I thought I needed professional pictures.
Absolutely.
And then I stopped stripping, and then I just kept doing the pictures.
Amazing. So it was kind of like, from one thing you were just like, okay, I might need photos to help, obviously promote myself, but then you're just like, oh wait, this is actually kind of cool. And then, just from there, the rest is, I guess you could say, history.
Yeah.
Was there, I guess, what was for you the appeal with modeling and all that sort of thing? Like, what, I guess, why, what is some of the things that you love about modeling per se?
I think the main thing is building confidence. But I think for me, it's also, I always hear that people like when they see my pictures because they feel like they can do it. And then it's good for people that are kind of plus size.
Yeah.
Or curvaceous and stuff.
Yeah. No, and absolutely. And I think that was one of the things that, when I came across your work, I definitely saw a beautiful, strong, confident woman just being in front of the camera. I just was like, no, honestly. And that's when I messaged you straight away going, I need to message her and see if she would want to work for me. Because I definitely can see the confidence in when you are modeling, and I think it's just absolutely inspiring for me to see that. And I can imagine that you would feel really great to have that feedback saying from people going, oh my gosh, I feel like I can do it now. Because I think there's just that, unfortunately, stereotypes and all that we're trying to break.
Like a barrier.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's amazing. I think that's incredible feedback that you get.
I always love hearing that.
That's incredible. And I guess in the dancing aspect, what are you I guess as a hobby, what is the dancing aspects?
Pole dancing, but also hoops.
Wow.
Just a hoop hanging from the ceiling.
Oh gosh, I can give credit to people who can do that.
It's actually really good. It is hard, but I think pole dancing is hard in general.
So and you said you started doing the pole before the modelling and all that sort of thing. And what was, I guess, the inspiration of starting to do dancing before, the modelling? Because I know that you said that you started modelling because you wanted promotion for your stripping and all that sort of thing. What was, I guess, the inspiration to go into doing pole and dance and all that sort of thing?
I think, ironically, it was to get fit, which I did. But now it's just more about expressing myself. Because I feel like I can dance, but that's like a drunken confidence, right? So I'd rather train how to dance type thing,
Absolutely. And it's definitely a great way to, because I've had a lot of people who I've talked to who do pole for fitness and all that sort of thing, and it's a really great way to get fit and all that sort of thing, and it's not easy.
No, it's not.
I've been able to talk to so many people who do pole fitness and all that sort of thing, and it's not easy.
No, definitely.
I wouldn't be able to do what you can do, and I think that's absolutely amazing.
It's great. I'm so grateful that I started picking that up.
Amazing. It's incredible. And I guess, as I like to ask this question when it comes to, being part of an art community where there's, fine art nude and all that sort of thing. When it comes to, I guess, the nudity aspect of the creative arts, was that something you had to learn to be comfortable with, or was it something that you've always been comfortable with?
I'll take my clothes off anyway. I think, I don't know, it just was never hard for me. I think because I'm a very open sexual person and I express myself very sexually, like even inappropriately when I was younger, probably shouldn't have, but I didn't think it took that much. Like, it wasn't really hard for me.
So it's just been something that's just always been natural to you. I'm sorry, I have to laugh because I love that expression going, oh yeah, no, I'll take my clothes off anyway.
I would though.
But no, that's amazing, and I think I think that really does come off with your work, and like even working with you today, I definitely could see that confidence that comes through, and I think that's amazing that you've just never had that problem, because I've heard so many stories with people who just go, oh, it's been a hard build up, I've had to work towards and all that, but with you, you're just like, no, it's like, where do you need me to go? Amazing. And I guess, working with doing photography shoots and all that sort of thing, like, if you don't mind me asking, like, what has, I guess, your experience has been like when it comes to doing photo shoots, if you don't mind me asking that?
That's chill. Like I think we were obviously talking about quite in depth that I've had a few bad experiences, like not returning pictures. I've had a few like inappropriate things, and it kind of does make you question, should you keep going and stuff. But I think you know that you want to do it, and you know that there's not everyone's like that. So I think it just is the confidence to just keep going and keep finding the right people. And
we were talking about this, and I was really as a photographer myself, I was really upset to hear some of these things that happened to you, and it's very disappointing, but I think and I also said it was really inspiring that didn't dishearten you, that you were like, no, I want to do this, and I know that for next time I'll make sure that they're the right people, I'll reference check if I have to, and I'll make sure that these are the right people to work with. But I think that's really awesome that you've still kept going, even though you've had some of those bad experiences. And is there things that for you that are so that are important as a model yourself for other photographers that might be watching and all that sort of thing? Are there things that you find very important when it comes to when you're modeling for a photographer that makes you feel comfortable and all that? What are the things that you find very important?
Just respect, I think, respecting someone's boundaries, maybe always kind of checking type thing. You can kind of get a good vibe straight away and stuff.
Absolutely. And it does come down to respect at the end of the day, respecting, consent and all that, asking, can I move to here, can I move to there? And just respecting someone's boundaries as well, and not pushing it. 'Cause I think that's another problem, is sometimes people try and push that even though you've said no straight away, and it's just it needs to come down to, you need to, and we're talking about the comfortability of the model when, when you see photographs of other people and you can tell they're uncomfortable, and it's because the photos won't turn out good. So at the end of the day, the comfortability of who you're photographing should be the number one priority in any photographer's photo shoots. And you're hearing that right there now. And but no, I 100% agree with you with other than that, have you had a lot of great experiences with photographers?
Amazing. There's so many photographers that I just keep on working with, because they're everyone I've worked with now and recently, they've all been amazing. They've all made me comfortable. The experiences are and the pictures, I feel like my work is improving really. The pictures just come out a lot better now.
Absolutely. And do you have I guess, to get an idea, do you have a process of when either you approach a photographer or when a photographer approaches you, what is your, I guess, process of when it comes to working with photographers? What steps do you usually take?
Usually if I get approached, first off I check their account. I see what their quality of work is like. If they're starting out, then that's you also want to help the photographer out too. Just talking to them, seeing what they like and stuff. But I'm a very chill person, so You know, I'm quite open to working. You know.
Yeah.
I should reference check.
No, that's all good. Like, I think you definitely, and even like with the first few conversational messages, you do get a strong vibe. Like, I've even, as a photographer myself, been able to get a vibe of people with just messaging, because you know, sometimes like the messages can really give off a vibe, and that's why it's important to be professional and approachable, even in a message. You know, because some people don't realize that that is as important as when you're working with someone. It's the first initial, because that's the first initial message that that person's going to see.
Yeah.
And so, like, I definitely agree that that is such an important thing to always, like, make sure that, like, you know, when you're talking to someone, you get a vibe of them.
Yeah, definitely.
And so that for you is a very strong thing for you.
Yeah.
And it's, but you know, and like definitely reference checking is always important and all that sort of thing. And it's, I guess, you know, like as a bit of a final question, is like, what is there any advice you would want to give to aspiring models that would like to do what you do and all that sort of thing? Like, what would you say to them?
Honestly, just to do it. Because I have so many friends that are drop dead gorgeous, and like, I think about how it's just such a shame that they don't have the confidence, but I feel like if they did something like this, it would help them.
Yeah.
But like, definitely when I was younger, I knew I wanted to do something like this, and it just takes pushing yourself. It does take believing in yourself, and you should just do it. What is going to be the issue at the end of the day if you just do it?
Yeah. And I guess at the end of the day, if you don't like it, you just don't do it again.
Yeah.
You know, I think I always try to encourage people, saying that, you know, like trying out new things, like if you don't like it, then you just don't do it again.
Exactly.
And but I think that's really awesome, where you just like, you know, it seems to like you've always wanted to do this.
Yeah.
And you've just gone, you know what, I'm not going to let anyone tell me no, I'm not going to let anyone say that I can't do it, you know, when it comes to your modeling, because, you know, we were talking about that, you know, stereotype in and but then it seems like with you coming on front of the camera, you get these people going, oh my gosh, like, I didn't think I could do it.
Yeah.
And but then seeing you do it, it's like, I believe I can do it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and I think that's really awesome, just breaking down that stereotype of what someone should look like, what, you know, and all that sort of thing. I think that's amazing that you're using that to help out others.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that's just great advice. I could have not given it any better. And I think that's absolutely incredible. And once again, I want to say, Red, thank you just for taking the time to come onto the channel and just have a nice quick talk about what you do and all that. And I really do appreciate your honesty, and thank you for just taking the time.
No, thank you. Honestly, it's been great today.
Oh, I'm so happy to hear that. And for everyone watching at home, I want to say a huge thank you for tuning into another episode of The Creators Process. If you want to check out Red's amazing work, I'll leave links to everything down below. Photographers, I will say, like, I could say 10 out of 10, but like 12 out of 10. Like, absolutely amazing person to work with, very professional, so bubbly, just absolutely incredible. Just, you will not regret it. Absolutely amazing. So please, photographers, go and work with this amazing human, just absolutely incredible. And that's okay. And as I keep saying every episode, let's keep supporting our amazing community. You know, pay for photography, pay for models, pay for performers. Go see shows, go see less performances. We have the power to help each other out. You know, keep inspiring people. As Red said, like, if you are passionate about it, you should, you know, you can do it. Like, absolutely amazing. And just, you know, keep inspiring each other, keep encouraging everyone, and just keep helping each other out during these times. And, you know, let's keep making our community amazing. And comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next episode.